Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share with you one of my journals that I've just finished, which I've absolutely loved doing. As soon as I saw the elementary kit from Nik, I knew I wanted to do a journal like this. I know that quite a few people have done Sherlock Holmes themed journals. This is one of those. Although I imagine this journal to belong to actual Dr. Watson rather than Sherlock Holmes himself. But it uses the elementary kit along with some other graphic fairy illustrations, etc. and ephemera. So this is probably one of the biggest, chunkiest journals I've created. It's tied together with some tea-dyed, I think this is calico cotton. It's used the ledger, the Scholar's Ledger style book from the course that I did of Nik. So in here again, you'll see if you're familiar with the elementary kit from Nik the Booksmith, you'll see the obvious pieces in here. This first piece here, there's a little plate is from the kit, and I've added some brass doodahs to that. In here is Dr. Watson's dog, and of course his kind of famous hat that Dr. Watson used to wear. I've also got 3 of these kind of tab folder pages in the book, along with, of course, the rest of my tea-dyed usual pages. I've also, again, as did Nik, I haven't included any lace in this book. It's more of a masculine book. Therefore, I've got quite a few of these clips throughout as well. I love these clips. They're so cheap. I think you get 10 or 12 for $1 in Daiso, and I love them. I'm always buying them. So because this is Dr. Watson's journal, there are a few more sort of medical type things. I think this might be from the elementary. No, I think this was a graphic fairy illustration. So I've created a tag using that. Lots of stitching, and I've left the tails. You can cut them off if you want. There are 3 of these envelopes throughout the book as well. There are 5 signatures, and there's nothing in these envelopes, but I've marked them all different. This one is confidential. There are the usual vintage book pages. I've created a whole load of tags specifically for this journal that are themed around, there's Dr. Watson himself, and all the pockets and everything. Some more stitching. You'll also recognise perhaps some of the kit I think she had for the exhibition or expedition kit as well. Being a doctor, I felt he would collect things like this too. There are a number of also decorated clips throughout. I've used, these graphics are from the Graphic Fairy, one of the steampunk collections, which I love those collections. There's a bit of paper collaging. Also throughout the journal, I've created these evidence tags and journal cards, which have blood splatters on them, which would have been some evidence that Dr. Watson had collected. And some of them are tags, some of them are journal cards, but they're also throughout the book. There's a few of these pockets, which I created a batch of these a while ago. You'll see in another video. They're all made out of vintage book pages. We've got some more tags. Again, this is an evidence. This is a clue tag evidence. Again, some of the ephemera from Nik's kit. These are from a graphic fairy collection. I think it was a medical themed one. There are 10 specimen tabs again throughout the book, and they're dotted around. That slips into that pocket there. There's another decorated clip. And these clips that I've decorated, I've made them double-sided so that you can actually use them on either side of the page. I realised when I created these initially that you know, you could only use them one side, so I've actually decorated both sides so you can use them both sides. More of these little tags and tabs. There's a little tuck pocket here, Another pocket here. I've used the definitions that came with the Nik kit on some of the pockets. Love those. This is, I think, a Graphic Fairy download as well. This is a Victorian restaurant bill that Dr. Watson would have had. Some of the elementary kit here with one of the tags that I thought went quite well into this journal. This is another one of those blood-stained evidence tags. I actually have some fake blood, which I use for fancy dress. I had left from Halloween, so I've used this to spray the bits of paper and even these bits of fabric, which, you know, Dr. Watson would have collected these bits of fabric for evidence. This is another large decorated tag, so this actually has a clip on the back. Excuse my cat, who's now wanting to be involved in my video. Oh, I just tucked that under. There we go. Oh, it's not going to go. Yeah, there we go. Small ephemera, book pages, more tags. These experiment cards are also from a Graphic Fairy collection. Some more evidence tags. And sorry, my cat is now definitely being involved. She's my little tripod cat called Safi. Hello, Safi. We've got another one of the decorated clips there. Tuck pocket. I've actually glued one of those specimen tabs onto there. This isn't a pocket. This is just, I stitched that onto a greaseproof paper page. Quickly, this is another pocket, vintage book page pocket. Another tag that would have been Dr. Watson's lady friend, or could even be a suspect perhaps. I'll leave that to your imagination. Another one of the blood-stained evidence cards there. The second of the envelopes, this one's stamped with evidence. Again, these are all empty, so you can put whatever you want in those. One of the evidence photographs, the murder scene photographs from Nik's collection. Another tag. I've used some of the words that Nik put on the elementary collection. So these each have gone onto the tags. That's the other side of the tab folder. There's a giant tag rather, with one of the clips and some Sherlock Holmes ephemera. Another one of the tags, pockets. This was actually, I really like the look of this. I actually ripped the page while I was dyeing this piece of music sheet, so I fixed it with some washi tape, and I actually really like the look of it. It kind of really adds to the whole junky feel. There's a nice big greaseproof paper pocket, a diagonal pocket here, which goes all the way through, so there's another one later on. And one of the messages from Sherlock, we have a tail in the picture. Not part of the evidence. Another evidence tag there in a corner pocket. Another double pocket with some inserts in there. Another one of those giant journal card clips on the back. Some more medical reference that Dr. Watson would have had. One of the big giant tag that comes with the kit is tucked into that big pocket there. God, I love this this big fish. I got sent it from someone. I've stitched it onto a vintage book page, and that's a nice big, actually double pocket actually there. Got a pocket, another pocket here, another tuck pocket there with one of those experiment cards. More paper collaging. Another giant tag in that pocket there with the definition of suspect. More tags, there's quite a few tags. This is the third envelope of the journal, and this is stamped with clues. One of the other evidence tags, there's quite a few, I think there's about 8 of those dotted through. Another experiment card with a decorated clip. Another blood-stained journal card. I did a lot of stitching, as you can see on here. I stitched quite a few of these cards onto the pages. Another tuck. This is just a tuck pocket thing, but I saw I've included a clip on there with another murder scene photograph. And that's it, there's a final pocket in here. Because I've put, as you can see, this is a real chunky journal. There's lots of pockets and tuck spots throughout. I'm not going to put one on the back here. I may include one on the front and tuck in a little card about Dr. Watson, little profile card on Dr. Watson in here. But other than that, that journal is going to now go up on my Etsy store. And yeah, I've really enjoyed doing this one. I've got so many more I want to do. But thank you very much for watching today.